I think guys need sex tips. Like, yo, like you only get better at like sex by having sex, but like you're not gonna have fucking sex all the time, right?
Yeah.
So it's like,
and I think like kissing someone's neck is hot.
Yeah.
yeah. Do guys not do that?
Not all guys.
I think that's like the.
I'm blind, bro.
Jesus. Jesus.
2, 1, and we're live. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on another episode of Jesus. Your host, George MORA, and your co-host,
EDWIN CHUYA. What is up, guys? What is up? Top of the afternoon.
What's up, guys? Yo, so we're back with a brand new episode of Jesus. It's dope. It's cool.
The
We're
last
feeling
podcast,
it.
too, of 2020.
Oh, fuck. The last podcast of 2020, bro.
Yes,
I didn't even think of that shit till just now. But anyways, we got a great podcast today. We got 2 new guests coming on. Well, they're on here. They're ready. They look really nice. Dressed really well. They started their own fucking podcast. They quit their jobs to follow their dreams.
Fuck yeah.
So I admire the fuck out that shit. All right. We have the Eminem podcast right here.
Yo.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us, guys. Yo,
Thank
thank
you.
you. What makes y'all want to come on this shitty ass podcast?
Oh my god, why would you say that about yourselves?
It's a great
I say
podcast.
that
I love it.
every guest that comes
Just
in
to see their reaction to it.
just to see what they say.
No, we appreciate the invite.
Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, I literally just found out. So like I had a whole podcast where I was talking about just specifically collaborating with other like people and like just finding them on Instagram. And I just I found you guys through my stories. I was following one of you guys. I think you.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you find me?
I have no idea. I probably just
Cool.
added you. My fuckboy phase, I just add mad girls. I don't give a fuck. All right, we could just jump into the fucking tea. I don't care. They do a dating. Y'all actually just released an episode.
About
Episode
dating
2 was
apps.
dating apps.
Yeah.
Then episode 3 was social media filters and like
Yeah.
all this shit.
False realities.
False realities. And I took notes on this podcast because it was actually really good. I'm like, yo, like I'm a guy. I want to know a female's perspective about social media. And we've had like a bunch of females on this. And I think a new wave is like social media cleansing, right? Where it's like
Yeah.
girls are, yo, I'm tired of fuck boys on this fucking Instagram shit. I'm tired of fucking Instagram making me feel like, yo, I need a big ass, big tits to get likes.
Yes.
I need to have a filter in order to like get like seen or noticed.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see all these other women that like have amazing photographed
Yeah.
like pictures and just all this shit, and it just fucking kills your self-esteem.
Hell yeah.
So then y'all gotta go on a social media cleanse. Fuck social media, delete the fucking app, and just care about yourself, right?
Exactly.
Get more in tune with reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're not the first females to do that. We've had 2 of your friends. We had Maria Tomei come on one of the last podcasts. I think Diane too, right?
Jaden.
Who?
Jaden.
Yaelin, yeah, another one that we had on. She's also dope as fuck. So yeah, like every girl is like doing this, like this social media cleanse, and I think men should actually start looking at how they navigate their social media, because if all you're doing is like an ass pics, like you said, like we watch so much fucking porn that men just naturally over sexualize women,
Yeah.
right? So like that's what y'all were talking about. So
Yeah.
y'all wanna,
We said like that big fake booty, those big boobs, and then it looks so good. It is not real. We
Yeah.
all do not look like that.
y'all don't.
You know what's crazy too? The first porn I watched was lesbian porn. It goes with the whole women being over sexualized. Because I
Really?
I was like, oh, these women are so hot and attractive. So that's what I was drawn to, not the guys.
I feel like a lot of girls watch lesbian porn. I don't know. I'm fucking wrong.
No, yeah, I can agree.
What do you watch?
I've watched lesbian porn.
What? Is that
Yeah.
the first porn you watched?
Yes.
Edwin?
No, not my first porn. No. But I've seen it. Yeah.
Edwin, what's your first porn? If you don't say anime, bro, you're lying.
Oh my gosh.
If you don't say hentai, I know you capping, bro. Shut the fuck up. You know, oh my god, he tried to hit me one time. He literally came to me. He really made me feel like shit, because I was like, yo, bro. I was like, bro, stop acting like you don't know who Lana Rhodes is. You probably don't know who Lana Rhodes is.
I know who Lana
You know who
Rhodes
Lana
is.
Rhodes is?
Yeah.
All right, cool. She's a fucking famous ass porn star, right?
I never knew what was wrong until he told me about it. Like, what the hell is Lana?
So he's like, and then we watched Logan Paul's Impulsive, and one of the co-hosts is dating her,
Yeah.
right? So she became like a big celebrity, and I'm telling him, I'm like, yo, bro, like, you know who Lana Rhodes is? He's like, no, bro, I don't.
I'm like,
I'm like, dude, you don't watch porn? He's like, nah, bro, I don't watch porn, bro. I'm like, what?
You don't watch porn.
I'm like, you don't. What?
Keep going.
I'm like, you don't watch fucking porn, bro? And like, we're like editing. He's like, no, bro, I don't watch porn, bro. He's like, you think every guy has to watch porn? Like, he gave me like a whole lecture. Like, made me feel like shit, like for asking him about if he watches porn. And then like 5 minutes later, he's like, nah, bro. Like, yeah, I was just capping. I totally watch porn. Like, I was just fucking with you.
Like, yo, bro, what the fuck? Leah made it feel so bad that day.
Yeah, I'm like, all right. I'm like, I guess, fuck. Like, maybe I'm shaming him. Maybe I feel some type of fucking way. But no, we all fucking watch porn, bro. Like, even women watch porn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some people who don't watch porn. I think people who don't watch porn.
They at least watch at least one video of porn, but they don't like it.
Yeah, either it's like some religious shit or like you're just not comfortable enough to sexualize or like see like sex in that way. And it also kind of makes you shitty like in bed, right? Would you say that?
I mean, okay, I would say this. I feel like it's normal to watch porn even if you're in a relationship.
Oh yeah, of
Because
course.
you learn new moves. Some of the moves aren't realistic, but sometimes you do learn something new. You find something new that turns you on, something new you want to try.
Mm-hmm.
It's normal.
See, like I think my girl, I don't think she watches porn like at all.
Really?
Yeah, I think if she like hears me talk about porn, like she knows like I'm a big porn guy. Like I fucking love watching porn. I don't care. But like she fucking hates that shit. She's like, nah, like what the fuck you mean? Go look at them other bitches, blah blah
You
blah.
know what? I used to be like that. Okay, I was dating my ex. I used to be like that. I used to be like, oh, I hate that you watch porn. Am I not satisfying enough for you? But then I started realizing when I would watch it on my own, like it actually is like entertaining and I don't mind it.
It's super fun, bro. Like you I mean, all right, when you stop over sexualizing women and you get over that phase, like, yo, like all women aren't like this. You should not expect this in reality because it really fucks up, I think, men's like libido or like erections because they're expecting things that shouldn't be. That and then like also like men just naturally get anxious like right before they're about to have sex, right? Because like they might not feel too comfortable with it, but they want to have sex. But you know, like some guys are just like they overstress it, they overthink it, and I think like it's like a pride thing with a lot of men. Like, yo, they're not willing to sit here and open up about shit like that. Did I have that conversation with you? Who did I have the conversation with?
Pretty sure we never had that conversation at all.
We didn't. Fuck. All right. I had it with one of my boys the other day. I was like, yo, bro, because I think we were talking about dick pills. You heard Blue Chews?
No.
Yeah, y'all never heard of Blue Chew?
No.
Is that Viagra?
So it's like a Viagra, like but like free, not like free, like you don't need a prescription for it.
Oh, wait, those that they sell them at like gas stations? It's just like one pill?
So there's like those too, right?
Okay.
But these Blue Chews are like what, like Logan Paul, like a bunch of like celebrities on Instagram now are like pushing. They're like, oh, yo, you want to have sex with your girl? Like, give her a Blue Chew, blah blah. Give him a Blue Chew, shit like that. Like, get like fucking hard fast or some shit.
Okay. What
So,
does it
like-
do for a girl?
I don't think it does anything for girls.
You get nothing out of
Yeah, I
that.
get nothing out that shit. Sorry, guys. Sorry, but like, yo, if you have a guy, give him some fucking Blue Chew.
Listen, guys, I'm going to say this right now. I was seeing this guy, and if I didn't want to have sex, I told him, just go home and watch porn. I don't want to be bothered right now. And that's a real story.
Wait, what? All right, tell it. What the? She just brought it up. Now I'm gonna make you tell the story.
I was seeing this guy, and I wasn't in the mood to have sex, and he wanted to have sex. He had a boner, and I was just like,
Do you
go
like jerk
home
him
and-
off, blow him off?
No, like, okay, let's say like he was home and I was home, and he was like, send me a picture, like, you know, I want to jerk off or something. I'm like, go watch porn. I don't have time right now to take a picture. Go watch porn. So-
Okay, wait. So y'all were texting and he was home.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
Mm-mm. I'm not gonna send you a picture. I'm too tired. Go watch porn.
That is so mean.
It's not mean.
How do you not? All right. How do you not have backups like ready for that scenario? Like I know women who do that.
I don't have backups.
Can I say something? It's very hard for me when I'm constantly changing my hair or my nails because they'll know that's an old picture. Because I'll be like, oh, okay, here's a backup I'll send to them.
So it could be an old
I had a different color
Oh
hair,
my
different color
God.
nails. That's not from like today. They can tell.
That makes sense. No, because I know when a woman sends a nude, they put a lot of thought in that bitch. Yay or nay? Am I fucking wrong? You just fucking just click and send.
Click and send.
Click and send.
I'm a little bit of a click and
I
send.
feel like it's like as soon as I get into the pose, then it's just like click and send.
Yeah.
Click and
Yeah.
send.
I
Does
don't
it take
post
y'all like a
people.
minute?
No.
No, because all right, for guys, I recommend you don't fucking just click and send, bro. Because I know a lot of women. Well, honestly, I watch Call Her Daddy, right? I'm a big fan of. I'm a big fan of Call Her Daddy, and I realize how fucking hard they judge motherfuckers on their fucking dick pics that they be sending. All right, they just like shame them. Like, yo, like you take a pic of your dick and then you fucking post it. Or you don't post it. You send it out, bro. Like, do you even check your fucking room? Do you check like the lighting and shit? Like,
oh, okay,
yeah, because like you're probably at that point, like you're not even distracted by the dick. You're just like, yo, like why does this dude have like a dirty ass hamper? Like,
yeah, I've done that before.
Overflowing and shit.
I look at what's in the background and I try and like see what this guy is like.
Exactly.
It's kind of gross.
I hate dick pics.
You should.
Am I the only one? I hate dick pics.
Oh, no,
I see them and I'm like, what does this do for me?
Honestly, I hate sexting. Like I would recommend like
I love it. It's
no
fun.
Sexting 2021.
I'm so weird. I cannot.
No. All right, so like I think like the picture is sexting, right? I think like building the tension through like words and like stories, right? Like through like DMs or like text. I think that's good. Yeah. But I think like sending pictures and shit is just like weak as fuck. Cause like what am I getting? Like, oh, like you're getting a like a pic from a chick, like a what is that?
I feel like you guys get more from that though.
No, I mean, yo, like if I can't have sex with you, I can't have sex with you through a picture, right? So what the fuck's the point? Like I'm more of like a say it and do it kind of person, and not to just say it and like, oh, let me just get a fucking picture and jerk off. Like that does nothing for me.
Well, it could be a picture and texting after, because it could be a picture to show like, oh, look what I'm wearing, like set him in the mood, and then keep on sending those messages.
The thing is,
tease each other.
I agree, that's so hot for like a girl to do, but for like guys that just go for that and kind of stop at that when they're trying to like hit, like they shouldn't do that. Like they shouldn't just like be comfortable with just that.
I've been in that before.
Talk about it.
Oh gosh. Okay, this one time. A few years ago, this guy was sending me dick pics on Snapchat, and I was never into it. Like, he had a girlfriend, and I was like, please, like, just don't send me that, whatever. One night, we both got really drunk, and he was sending me dick pics, so I was like, kind of like sexting him back, and I was really, really drunk. I don't remember, but it was videos, and he was sending me videos, and I woke up the next morning and I felt disgusting. This man was like sending me pictures of like him and his dick, and he's rubbing his dick, and I'm like, what is this?
But you didn't, that did nothing for you though.
I mean, I like sent him back something too. In the moment, I was like, oh my God, this is so hot. Like we're both pissed drunk. I'm going to go throw up. Like,
but in reality, like it didn't do shit for you.
Hell no. What am I supposed to do with that?
All right. So, I mean, for him, it probably did more. For him, you know what I'm saying? Because he's like drunk as fuck. What about for you?
I don't know. For me, it's different. If it's like coming from a guy who I want to fuck and like we're talking and like we're getting to that point where we're gonna, do it. Yeah. I don't mind getting a dick pic. I want to know what I'm gonna be, dealing with.
All right, that makes sense. That makes sense. I fuck with that.
But unsolicited dick pics, that's what I hate.
The ones that you're not asking for. That's what I mean. Because I always get pictures when I'm not expecting it and I don't want it.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
It's like random. Here's a dick pic, and I'm like, oh.
How do you respond
just with my family?
Wait, what? Just like your family?
Yeah, just with my family. Like, I'm just sitting out there with my family, and I just get a dick pic.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do?
On on Snapchat or Instagram, you post something on your story. So, okay, I look cute. I post it on my story. There's this one specific guy that every time I look cute, he will try and send me a video of him jerking off. Yes. And I hate it because it's like we weren't talking like to like that day or the day before, and you're just gonna send me a like video of you like jerking off. Like I don't want to see it.
So not hot.
Yeah, so I don't want to make him feel bad either. So I just like send the emoji with like, with like the little sweat, and it's like tongue out. God. Yeah, and I don't say anything else after.
You have to like pretend that like you enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it.
I always pretend like I enjoyed it.
That's crazy. No, but that makes sense. I get that. But that's like okay. So then no unsolicited dick pics.
Guys.
2021 guys.
Honestly,
sorry.
There was this guy that was sending like dick videos to my friend, and she showed me all of it. And I know that's pretty shitty for the guy, But that's how bad she did not want these dick pics. That when she got them, she was like, "Oh my god, look at this," and he's just like rubbing his dick, and we're both sitting there like, "What the fuck? Does he know that you're with your friends?
Oh my god.
Does he know this?"
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know any girl that likes dick pics. I think like the best way to build that kind of, I think guys think that that's how they're building tension, when in reality it's just destroying it. I guess that's what it seems like from you guys. So I think. What do you guys like more, like the fact that guys like sexting you, like what he's gonna do to you?
Yes, I like the text where it's like, I'm gonna choke you, I'm gonna do this, that. Like, tell me everything in detail. Like, I want to know it. You know, I don't care about a picture. Send me one. Don't send me 100. Like, send me some words.
Yeah.
Send me some words.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do when we get into bed?
Exactly.
That's what I care about.
What
that dick do then?
What that dick do? Don't show me it. Just tell me about it. But like, yeah, and why I think that works better than like actually just showing dick pics is because like the reason why like women like reading 50 Shades of Grey, right?
Yeah,
I've never read it.
I read it.
If you have, you probably fucking love it just by what you just said. But I think that's the reason, because like they just love like that. They love reading like the mystery and like kind of coming up with a narrative in their head, and like it's like built up just through words. And you don't see anything, you're imagining it. So I think like for women it's a lot more like, I think they get a better like orgasm off that shit, because like women's orgasms, it's all like mental.
It takes time.
It's more mental and it takes time, and y'all gotta really bring yourselves there, less like about the penetration and all that shit, right?
Yeah, just sticking your dick in me is not going to do anything.
You gotta play with the clipboards. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. That's what you're supposed to do. Like, that's a fucking fact. How many guys have you fucked with and does not even know or like touch the clit, or doesn't know how to give you guys orgasms and shit like that?
There's quite a few.
Honestly, every guy that I've slept with, instead, just not one.
Oh God! All right.
My most recent one is the best one.
All right? Your boyfriend.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Wait, why'd you hesitate?
Oh, damn.
Because we weren't telling our viewers yet that I had a boyfriend.
Oh, okay, shit. All right.
It's a secret.
Cut that out.
Secret.
All right. Well, you're in situationship.
Yes.
Situationship. All right. And then you're single.
Yeah.
But you're still like dating.
I'm not dating. I'm kind of trying to play the fuckboy's role now as a girl, because I've been played enough to where it's like, I'm not ready for a relationship. Like, of course I want one, but like I have time still. So let me enjoy this time until I really find someone who's worth it, because my standards are way too high.
So that's great that you know what you want.
No, your standards are not way too high.
Well, I mean, listen, you're honest, right? You think your standards are way too high. That's perfectly fine. Own that shit. You know what I'm saying? You're going in your fuck girl phase. Own that shit. I'm not here to judge. I'm here to help.
Yeah.
But like, I think everybody just needs to know like what phase are you in. Like, you're more in like the I'm gonna be in a relationship kind of like phase.
I'm more like settled. Like, I want that.
Yeah, you want that. Yeah. So like, that's
okay.
Good. That's good. That's good. I think it's good because like your show now is going to have two different perspectives, right? You're going to have like the single perspective, like the real fuck girl. And then you're going to have the more like situationship.
Yeah.
Well, no, but like you said, you want to learn about it, right? You're trying to play the role.
No, I've learned. I'm just playing the role for now, but not that big.
So what have you learned? I want to know what you've learned.
What have I learned?
Yeah.
I learned always talk to multiple guys at once. Do not just make it one, because he will end up ghosting you or breaking your heart. Someone's going to catch feelings eventually. So yeah, have multiple options, and don't give them too much attention either, because that's when they're like, oh, like she really likes me, I think I'm gonna have to like call this quits. They don't like when girls catch feelings, these fuck boys. So like when you're being a fuck girl, you can't really give them that attention and let them know you're catching feelings. So sometimes you just gotta break it off.
You play in the field. You really play in the field. What else? These are both good.
I miss playing the field.
These are both good. What do you mean you miss playing the field? Yo, the field sucks, bro. All right, I'm not gonna front. For me personally, like I've done all these things you just said. Like I had girls on rotation. You know what I'm saying? I had 3-4 different girls. Like, all right, cool. This one's not with it. Fuck that. Like on to the next shit. And then like on to the next one, and then like just rotating, and then if not, just finding new girls, like constantly adding girls like on Instagram, fucking slide. I only became decently good at sliding in DMs because I fucking practiced, and I failed so many times until I like just succeed. Like I'm just relentless, persistent motherfucker that just like learns shit. But like at the end of the day, like chasing pointless pussy just made me feel like less emotion. Like it took a toll like on my emotions, like long term.
Yeah.
And then eventually, I mean, like honestly, like for me, it was just like I just met somebody that was just amazing and just kind of slowly changed me like those ways about me. And now I know, or like I've never been in a relationship, so like let me try to figure this out and like see where I'm headed there. But I gotta be open about it, and I gotta be open about my old ways. Like it is what it is. Everybody goes through that shit, like the single phase and shit, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Like so my shit was like when we started this podcast, I was pretty much in a relationship and he was like very much single. So I would literally just give him advice like about all this shit, like 2021, leave her on scene.
Yeah,
That shit works.
Yeah,
Ignore her ass. Like you just
Mhm.
said, don't give the guy too much attention. Don't give her too much attention.
She'll freak out.
She craves fucking attention. She's gonna come running right fucking back. And I think the reason why that works on I think it works more on fuck girls and on fuck boys, right? You don't give him attention, he's a fuck boy. Oh
yeah.
I'm used to getting attention. Well, fuck you mean not giving me
Yeah.
attention? What the fuck?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that shit will like the funniest thing is that I can sit here and say all that shit, and like God forbid I'm not saying this, but like if I'm single tomorrow, whatever, this shit would still fucking work, like without a fucking doubt. Not saying that, babe. If you watching this, don't fucking end me. You're Russian.
She's gonna kill you, man.
She's gonna come. I feel like she heard me from Bronx.
Oh my
She's gonna
God.
call me right now.
You know what it is? I was in a relationship for almost 4 years. So I
Fuck.
had that whole commitment thing. And it was almost like teen years since early 20s. I'm only 23 now.
Mhm.
So I feel like it was a really nice experience. Yeah, there were bad parts, but I learned what a relationship is, what it should consist of, and how it feels to love someone and be loved.
Well, you know more than I
But-
do. You just have 4 years. Beat me.
Yeah, but you kind of, when you're young, like my age, you kind of like miss that whole not having to worry about like looking over your shoulder, like am I doing something wrong? Is this like disrespectful? So now I got to just be free, experience what I want, live up my fucking young life. And then like when I meet the right person, then I'll fucking commit. But for now I have a fear of commitment.
I think that's no. I think that's
good.
good, bro. I think like you said, like you're kind of creating like a strategy or like a plan for yourself in mind, and like you're really open about it. And I think like being open and like honest with your feelings and like not hiding them or like being in denial, that shit is toxic.
Yeah.
But when you're open about it and you know what you're gonna do, and it's okay not to know everything, you figure that shit out
Yeah.
on the way. Like that's just self-growth, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
just self-growth. Like you just figure shit out as it goes.
Trial and error.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Really.
So like I guess my next question, not to over sexualize y'all guys and everything, like would y'all like, so you guys, what really made you want to come like start a podcast in 2020? Like y'all quit your jobs to
Yeah.
do this, right?
We did.
Like how long have you guys been friends for?
We just met each
We
other.
just
like,
met
2
each
months
other
ago.
2 months ago.
Holy
Yeah.
fuck. Y'all
Yeah.
some real call her dad like shit.
Mhm.
Like
I was working at the store for a year. Iman came. She started working there as well. And she was the only girl who was my age. Everyone else was a lot younger. They were just 18. And we just clicked.
Yeah.
We clicked over sad music.
Yes.
And then one day Iman was like, I'm meant for more. I'm meant for YouTube. I wanted to do a podcast. And I was like, stop. I wanted to do YouTube. I want to do a podcast. And she's like, you want to do it? And I was like, let's do it. And the next week we started to do it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
and you said you only known each other for 2 months?
Mhm.
2 months.
For 2 fucking months. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
And then y'all knew what topic y'all wanted to do, which is just dating and
Oh,
stuff.
we
Yeah.
literally came up with a whole list of topics. And what was it? After like one day when we were working, we went to
The bar.
we went to the bar and we just started writing it all out. And we
Yeah.
were like, let's fucking do it. Yeah.
And we
That's
just
fucking
started
dope.
it.
So all right, for the people that are watching this, like what would you say your podcast is about?
I like that it's.
Where's the direction y'all want to take it towards, I guess?
We want to end with sex.
You want to end it with just sex?
No, but
Like sex, dating tips,
sex,
crazy
dating,
experiences.
exactly.
Sex, dating tips,
Yeah.
like the
That's what we
woman's
enjoy.
dating experience, right? Like sex
Mhm.
tips and shit.
Yeah. And also, we're gonna do an episode about fuckboys. It's gonna be almost like an encyclopedia of fuckboys because I feel like I have a hell of a lot of experiences. But we could do multiple episodes on it.
Yeah.
And like we could talk about like why they are the way they are. Like what do they enjoy about it? What do they get out of it?
Why we are also
throw me
the way we are.
Throw me some.
Okay, so say this boy when he was a child, his father cheated on his mother and he witnessed it. Now, let's say he doesn't respect the father as much and he grows up and turns out to be like that, cheating. And he finds it easier to just be single and play these women back to back without giving a fuck, you know? That turned him into who he is. And then the girl kind of feels bad once they find out that history. And it's like, oh, I feel bad for him.
You give him a pass.
Give him love, this and that. But it's like, nah. This narcissistic fuck will play you. Do not give in.
I think you're right. But I think more importantly, because I had a whole red flags episode, right? And one of the first ones was daddy issues, right? Like women with daddy issues and all this shit. But like, and that was supposed to be like a little controversial because in reality though, like it could be a guy that has mommy issues or daddy issues, right? Like my father wasn't there for like my whole life, literally, like just disappeared when I was born type shit.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
So like, no, that's okay. It's okay. Don't.
I'm sorry. I laugh. I think I'm not supposed to laugh.
No, you should fucking laugh. That shit's fucking hilarious to me.
No.
I fucking laugh about it. Yo, laugh through your fucking pain. Fuck it. You're right.
Yeah,
that's what we say.
Yeah.
Right?
I think I scared a guy because of that before. I'm sorry. But back to your story.
No, don't worry. I'm sure you'll have a lot of stories, but fucking so pretty much for me it was like, oh, like I don't have a male role model like in my life, right? So all I really had was my mother and like I guess your relationship with your parents like kind of tells you like where your mentality is going to be, right? Growing up. So I didn't have a stepfather, so it's like I really had no father role in my life. So I had to really kind of come into my own, and I would do like a lot of copycatting, which is like I would look at any other male role model like on YouTube or whatever, and I would try to like kind of fit in and be like that, and that's like where I'm like learning and shit like that. So pretty much like that absence of like father in my like life made me see, I guess, women in a certain way.
Yeah.
Right. And like the same thing like you're saying, right? Like if a father cheats on their like spouse, then that kid that witnesses that is more likely to do it probably, and they might be okay with it depending on how like the father treats the situation. So
yeah,
I think like your parent, like a person's parent in their life really determines on like can determine what they're gonna do and how they've grown up. So yeah. Right?
I've definitely taken a lot of that into my life because I know that I had a lot of like mommy issues.
It's all good. All right.
So there was a lot of abandonment issues for me as well. So growing up, all I wanted was someone to love me, like a man. So I would literally just chase after men because I wanted that sense of love.
Makes sense. What about you?
What?
Nothing on that?
I mean,
so like personal. Well, so like all right, so like a tip would be like that I do get a lot from like girls actually is when you're with a guy, right? Look at the way he treats his mother.
Yes.
Oh my God.
That's gonna tell a lot about how he's gonna treat you.
Can I say something?
Let's go.
Oh my God. I was in a relationship with this guy, right? And he was rude to his mother. And I was like, hold on, this is actually kind of embarrassing to be dating someone who's rude to their own mother, you know? And like, I tried like being like, okay, whatever. I'm not going to focus on it too much. But after a while, I realized just like he was rude to her, he started being to me. So as I felt embarrassed for him being to her, I started feeling that with him being to me. Like, how dare you be like that?
Yeah. No, it's true because
he's a mama's boy. She made his bed and everything.
Oh my
and he's
God.
being rude. Yeah.
That's me. I think that's literally fucking me. I think you just fucking put me out there.
Explained to you?
Yeah, no, because like I had a girl tell me that, and then when she told me that, I was like, damn, like let me actually look at how I treat my mother, and that's me, bro. Like I literally like she was so on me, like so like behind me, like my whole life, that it just kind of became like really irritating to me. So it kind of created like this separation between my mother, and then like me noticing that, I'm like, all right, this is how like I'm treating women. Like I really need to fix myself and like fix my relationship with my mother in order for me to like really even try to attempt to pursue like a relationship with any like female or anything like that.
Yeah.
So like that kind of, but like once I realized that, I was like, fuck, like now I gotta like take steps into really fixing this so that I can treat women better, the person I'm gonna be with better. Cause like, I think it's true. Like, yo, like a woman should look at the way a guy treats her mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's like a big kind of like a flag or some shit.
Yeah.
It says some shit about it.
It's good though that you actually realized it and took the steps to work on it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, they'll realize it, but they won't work on it. They'll just be like, so what? Fuck it. And then they have like
Exactly.
that disgusting aura around them.
Yeah.
You don't want it around.
Yeah. Like that. And that's the thing is like, since I never had a girl tell me that, I never realized it. I never even thought about it. I'm like, but then a lot of people like they'll figure it out, but they won't do anything about it. And like,
Yeah.
also like you live with your parents for so long that it takes a lot of time for you to fix that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause fuck, like, I don't know, you're like so young and your parents don't know what the fuck they're doing when they're raising kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck does know what they're doing when they have a kid? Like, you never fucking know. So that just scares the fuck out of me, like personally. But going back to you guys talking about like the podcast and like the tips and everything. So like, what are some sex tips that you would give to men besides the clit, which is the obvious
I was
one?
just gonna start with the
Or
clit
whatever.
again.
All right, let's
This
fuck
relates
it.
to the clit.
Let's go for it.
Guys, when you are with a girl and they're trying to do your foreplay, do not try and like just touch her and massage her clit over the jeans. It doesn't happen.
Oh my
You
gosh.
cannot touch a clit through jeans. There's this like piece
Yeah.
that just makes it doesn't work.
So no,
You don't feel anything. The girl's like trying to fake it so he
Mhm.
doesn't feel bad and trying to still be in the mood. Do not do that.
So-
just go in the
So,
underwear.
all right, guys. Fuck that. Not fuck that, but not like that's true what you said about the jean shit.
Mhm.
But my thing, all right, so my recommendation for guys would be like that doesn't work trying to go for the clit, but you could kind of make her come like through her like pants. Like just by like so this upper area right here, right? Like up from your clit, like this like fucking hip area.
Yeah.
Like when you press down on that, like slightly, and obviously like you're saying shit like in her ear, you're whispering like hot shit, and like you're getting her like emotionally up. Like you can press down like on this spot, and like they'll feel like their G spot almost like hitting. You never tried that before?
And
No.
Yeah,
is that real?
that shit's real. Swear to God, that shit's fucking real.
Never even heard of that.
You never heard of it?
I
Bro,
haven't either.
I spent too much time watching porn. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. No, I just learned that by like because like I like obviously like when you're doing foreplay, like my biggest thing is always like focus on foreplay. So like always touching her, caressing her. Like every girl's different. Every girl has like a different G spot. Like some girls like penetration a lot more than they like the clit. Some girls don't like to be eaten out. Like my thing is literally to like eat women out. Like that's like my shit because like I love my dick sucked.
Mm-hmm.
So like
Oh yeah, you
know?
have to give and receive. Give to
exactly, you have to
receive.
give to receive.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
so my thing is like, yo, if I love my dick sucked, now I gotta get really fucking good at eating girls out. So that like
Yeah.
that way it's an even fair off for like everybody, right?
Yeah.
Trade off. But so my thing would be like find like the spot above her like pussy, like and then like slowly press down on that part, like right here.
Can I just say, if a guy was doing that
Okay.
to me, I'd be like, "What the
You know what I'm
fuck are
saying?
you doing?" And
I
I'd like
know,
move his
it's
hand
like
down.
It's like weird. Yeah.
Let's try it out. I'm all for
Yeah,
it.
and but like obviously you got to go in like circles and shit, or like kind of just like touching it, like teasing it, right?
Okay,
Teasing it, and then going up, and then slowly putting like a little pressure, cause like it'll kind of like you know how you like put the hoodie up for like the clit, right? Like it usually has like a little hoodie, and you gotta like
Like I said
Move
on
it
last
up.
week's podcast, every vagina is different.
every vagina.
It's not
So we don't-
textbook vagina.
Yeah, you're saying textbook vagina, right?
Textbook
You're saying
vagina.
textbook vagina. Not every girl got a textbook vagina. It's true. Every girl got a different vagina. So it's like that's why I say like foreplay, right? Like play around, test it out, see what kind of movement she likes. Because not every girl likes the same motion, the same movement. It's like very different. But
Yeah.
obviously there's strategies that you can use like differently. So I think that could work for some.
Yeah, I think some guys just think that it's just one spot, so they just kind of go crazy
Yeah, it's
down there and they
not.
have no idea what they're doing, and
It's
you're just
not.
sitting there like,
You gotta switch it up.
are you gonna try something different?
Yeah.
So all right, what's your advice? What was your sex tip to guys?
My sex tip. I think they need the guys that I've been with. So I don't think they've paid enough attention down there. So before
eat you
sex,
out?
yeah, not even just eat me out,
Okay.
but like if you're fingering someone, like you need to spend more time down there. It's not just a one and done. You're
Yeah.
not just down there to put a finger in
They
and
need
you're
to
gone.
get it wet.
Yes, you
Okay.
need to like get
Wap.
in there. Yep, there you go, some wap.
That
You need
wap.
to get in there. You need a massage. Like it's not just playing around. Look what I'm doing.
You can't even. A lot of guys think you just open your legs and they stick their fingers in. No, it is not
No.
like that.
Guys, I got finger banged by this
Finger
dude.
blasted.
Yes, by this dude in Greece, and it was awful.
In
In Greece, on top of a roof, and he
I
was
thought
just
European
going
guys would be bigger.
crazy. And I was like, "Please stop it! I'm in pain."
Did you tell him to stop?
No, I was embarrassed, so I just stood there in pain. He made me bleed. It was really bad.
way.
Yes, he made me bleed. He was a bartender, and he made me bleed.
Oh my god, that sounds terrible.
It was terrible.
That
And I
sounds
saw him the
awful.
next year again. But
But that's also like
I
getting a
ignored him.
dry ass hand job.
Mhm.
exactly, you wouldn't want that.
No,
Right?
That shit
There you
fuck-
go.
That shit fucking sucks.
Exactly.
But no, that's a fact. So yeah, so y'all definitely say like. So I guess what I'm taking from like, all right, spend more time down there is definitely like build attention. My thing is like massages work.
Yes, but also while you're in there,
Mhm.
you can also massage at the same time.
My
Because a lot of guys don't do that.
Use
So-
2 hands.
yeah.
When massaging.
No, like when he's like penetrating you,
Oh, okay.
he
Yeah.
also was like down there as well with a hand.
Oh, that's hot. Oh my god.
And it does
Yeah.
a lot.
like you mean while he's fucking you?
Yes.
Oh, so to like play, yeah.
So it's
like
both.
DJ shit, bro.
Yeah.
For real, like yeah. Oh, I mean, because you got to do this like if you could do this motion, I think you can kind of get it right. Like this shit or some shit. Like you
Yeah.
rub your leg, and then like pat your head.
Am I- I don't
Like
know.
Yeah.
your stomach and your head.
Yeah, so you're like fucking and rubbing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, and then
that
make sure your
works.
fucking finger is wet and not fucking dry.
Yeah.
Obviously, fucking no, I agree. I agree with that like entirely. I think like guys need sex tips.
Mhm.
Like yo, like you only get better at like sex by having sex, but like you're not gonna have fucking sex all the time, right? So
Yeah.
it's like
And I think like kissing someone's neck is hot.
Yeah.
yeah, do guys not do that?
Not all guys.
I think that's
Not
like the
all
one
guys.
thing guys learn, right?
Yeah.
Really?
Not all guys.
Really?
No.
That's weird.
Yes.
What the hell?
Something weird guys do is instead of kissing the neck, they start like licking your ear. When you have like a
Yeah.
whole bunch of piercings too, and they suck on it, and it's like, dude, you're literally tasting like jewelry. Like that's so weird. It turns me off because I'm like, what?
Some girls like the ear thing. The ear is like another like
Yeah.
a little erotic zone, but you probably definitely
I
fucking
have too many
don't.
piercings. It's like, are you hurting yourself? Are you okay? Like I'm concerned for
Maybe
you.
they look at the piercings and they're like, "Oh shit, maybe she really likes this shit," because clearly it's a fucking blinging thing out her ear. That's like, yo, let me focus on that spot. She clearly pointed it out for me.
Oh my god.
No, I don't know, but I do agree with that. I think like when guys are going down on girls, they need to more like not even touch it, just really touch around it and like tease it.
Oh,
Like,
that's
yeah.
teasing
you were
is
really
like the
that's
best shit.
very, yeah.
Right? Like
Mhm.
teasing the fucking around the area, like around the lips, like even the thighs, like that's like another zone
Yeah.
and all that shit, right?
Mhm.
And then like, yo, just tongue that bitch down and then fucking tongue and fingers also works too. Like, but build it up. Like, don't just go fucking finger blasting.
Yeah.
Like, you got to go like slow and shit. So it's like,
No bleeding.
yeah, no fucking bleeding. I'm so sorry. I thought Europeans would
Worst
be better than
experience
us
of my
fucking
whole
Americans,
life.
bro. What the fuck?
No. Mm-mm.
That shit is crazy, bro.
They're crazy.
All right. What about you? Any other sex tips?
Okay, so after you get into the foreplay and everything's like feeling good, I feel like a lot of guys are scared to like get a little rough.
Get a little rough.
I love it when a guy starts taking control and he's like being rough, slap on the face and choke me, like pin me. I love that.
I think
stuff.
that's an
Fucking slap
important
me.
thing that you just said right
slap
now.
my ass. They
Yeah.
get scared sometimes.
Yeah.
You're
Like, don't be
that.
afraid
And
to
I'm
slap
like,
the
no,
ass.
like fucking slap it.
That's what every girl fucking says. That's crazy. Well, I think what you said is like take control
Yes.
and not control her. Like that's a
Mhm.
big thing. Like when you're when you try to physically control her, it's like fucking weird, right? But when you take control of the situation, that's different.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because now you're like in charge. Now you're like, all right, let me lead. Let me take her through the experience.
Yeah.
But when you're just trying to like fucking mangle her around, that's fucking weird,
Yeah.
right? So it's like they gotta. I guess like guys don't really know what your tolerance level is, right? Because like
But you have to try it out. That's the thing.
Yeah, you gotta
try it out.
Mhm.
That's where sexting comes into play. That's where it's important because from what you're talking about, now you know what moves to do in the bedroom, what will work, what she likes, what she doesn't like.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's good. So not because you're already prepping the guy
yeah.
pre-hand before he fucks you, right? You're like, all right, cool. Like,
I want to make sure I
I'm
enjoy
just sending you out the obvious
Yeah.
tips, bro.
Sex is supposed to be enjoyable. So you should be doing
Exactly.
everything in your power to make sure that it is enjoyable
Yeah.
and that you're doing the right things and that you're both also comfortable.
Exactly. That's why I honestly think like getting drunk and having sex is so overrated because like one, like you get cotton mouth, I feel like sometimes.
Oh my
you get, like,
God.
dry,
Mhm.
guys can't
Yeah.
get hard and shit like
Yeah.
that. And it's just like
Mhm.
you're not really like an altered level mind where like you should be doing this. Like next day you wake up and you're like, fuck, did I really do this shit?
But also, though, I think being high, like smoking weed, let's say, and having sex,
I want to hear this.
that is actually kind of nice.
That's nice. All right. What's your thoughts on that?
I can't relate.
What are your thoughts on that? Getting high and having sex.
I like having sex, but just one thing, just getting caught in mouth.
Yes, that's the worst
That's
part.
the worst thing. I'm like, shit.
Did I talk about this with you?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I just recently talked about this. I was like, yo, there's pros to having sex while high.
Yeah.
And there's definite cons when
yeah.
having sex while high, right?
Mhm.
The
Everything
pros-
is like more like stimulated when you're high.
Exactly. So I think, yo, if you're gonna get high, bring some fucking lube because you get cotton mouth like a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
And water ain't gonna help that shit. So like having lube is like it helps. It helps. I usually don't I don't know anything about lube until like I started buying sex toys for my girl.
I've never been bought a sex toy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll take you one day.
Your girlfriend is good for her.
Yeah, no, she actually started with the whole sex toy shit, right? Because she didn't know how I was gonna feel about it. She didn't know how to bring it up and shit.
Yeah.
But she's definitely into like trying new shit and like, you know, being kinky. I don't want to like put a bunch of shit out there. No, yeah, like I said, I think like fucking taking a girl, obviously spanking her. She fucking, you know, some girls like to be spanked. Sometimes you can do it overboard though. Like I think y'all are not for that. Like don't be
I've never had someone
Experienced?
go. Yeah, I've never experienced that.
okay.
I have.
You?
I liked it. I liked it.
You
Wow, really?
It was cool.
Great type shit.
I had a good time.
Yeah. I think like pinning the arms is like a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think like that's my biggest shit. Like just pinning the arms. My thing is not like pulling hair, bro, because you just don't know.
I would want my hair pulled.
What if a fucking girl
I
had
like
like
it.
had like
Wig.
fucking a
Extensions.
wig or
Extensions,
extensions
yeah.
or some shit? You
Well,
pull
she'd
that
be
shit.
pissed.
She has to like warn him beforehand though, because a lot of guys just go for pulling the hair off the bat. So she has to kind of expect that and let him know.
I think you got to grab it by like the root, right? Like right here. You're pretty safe here or nah?
No,
Still danger zone,
that
right?
hurts. I feel
Oh,
like I like
fuck.
it being grabbed from the back of the head.
Pull my hair, I'm gonna smack you.
Oh my god!
Holy
I'm gonna
shit.
smack you. Exactly.
He's into that.
Mm-mm.
All right, yo. Anyways, all right, cool. So, all right, what else about you guys? So you guys were talking about more about your podcast, right? You said pretty much sex related, right? I don't know, like where do you see the future of your podcast going?
I don't know. Honestly,
Yo, listen, we're going to New Year's, right? So we got to make some New Year's resolutions,
Resolutions.
set some
I see
goals.
us going very far.
I do
I see
too.
us going very far because this is just the beginning. We're still getting a hang of things.
Mhm.
We don't know what we're doing, but we're fucking doing it. So as long as we keep doing, keep
Yeah.
trying, there's no way we're gonna like not go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and as long as we believe in ourselves and believe in what we're doing, I think it can go really well.
I think it's good. I think the fact that y'all started your podcast randomly out of nowhere, y'all decided to kind of quit your jobs. You guys know each other's vibes, right? But I think with business though, like y'all really need to like get on like that same mindset. You know, definitely don't let each other slack. Motivate each other.
Yeah.
You know, both learn how to do the editing. Because the process that you guys have is scripting things out and then cutting all the bullshit,
Yeah.
which I don't do. Probably should do. I don't know.
Nah, we don't have this like a normal conversation with you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I think we're pretty good at carrying conversation. But yeah, I think the process, the way you guys do it, is like really well, and I think it's gonna work out. And I think the way that you guys are doing it, like shorter, like 23-minute episodes, maybe 30-minute episodes, and y'all said you took a 50-minute episodes and cut it down to 23 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. But
was
honestly,
necessary.
like hold up. Let me talk about your latest episode because I literally took notes on that.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, it'll make me a better host if I just fucking take notes on like people's on like shit. Yeah, so y'all talk about Facetune and filters.
Yeah.
Right? How that's like such a terrible expectation for girls. Cause bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm fucking sick of that shit, bro. Like when I go look at a girl's profile and I see nothing but filtered pictures, immediate catfish, bro. I am never DMing her. I'm unfollowing her and fucking blocking her.
I have a question.
What's up?
Does that make you feel like this girl is insecure because she's constantly using filters?
Incredibly, but also it's because I have no idea what you really look like. Like at all. Like the whole point of having Instagram is so that, yo, I can cut that bullshit out and now I know what you look like, right? Like, all right, I don't mind, like, you know, I mean, it doesn't matter if I mind it or not, but like if a girl, if it's all filters on her profile, she doesn't have one picture of herself,
That's a problem.
That's an issue. Like that tells a lot about you too. But like it's okay to like using them, like playing with them, like you know, putting them on stories. But if it's just like more than 80% of your profile, more than 60% of your profile, it's obsessive.
Yeah.
You're like, yo, like what's up? Even though there is like a girl, Tana Mojo.
Yeah.
Right? She got famous off using Facetune. She got really good at it.
Yeah, I see like her stories all the time though.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, she uses it like very heavily and she's really good at it. And that's kind of what got her seen. But I just think it does a lot to your self-image, right? Like that's what you guys talked about on the podcast.
Yeah.
Like it really fucks with you because now you're like, oh, like I'm not beautiful like this in person, right? Like, oh, I gotta bleep out these like 2-3 little pimples. Like, I don't know how much guys care about that shit, honestly.
Pimples?
Yeah, like filter, like non-filter, like filter-free pictures. Because you guys said that, all right, Instagram pushes and promotes these pictures, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That they get views. That's why girls keep doing them, right? And then they feel like
They get
like
the likes.
Yeah, they get the likes. And now you're comparing yourself to other women and you're like, oh, we're not getting as much likes. Or maybe my picture didn't promote as well because I didn't use a filter or Facetune. Right? To me, I was like, that shit sounds like realistic. Like if I was a girl, I would probably feel the same way. Like I think guys feel the same way too. Like, yo, I don't have a 6-pack. I'm not posting 6-pack, you know, abs on my fucking profile because I don't have one, but I want one and that's going to perform better because that's what girls want to see. But in reality, I think that's less to do with social media and more to do with yourself, where it's like, stop giving a fuck about what other people are doing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, stop putting yourself down because this dude has a 6-pack and you don't have a 6-pack. Like, do what you're good at. You know what I'm saying? Make it look aesthetic. Make your personality vibe and bring out. You don't need to look a certain way, bro. Fat dudes could get bitches too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look at Biggie. Look at Biggie. Biggie, you watch the Notorious Biggie Smalls documentary? That dude gets bitches because of his personality, because he's confident. Because he's pursuing his rap career. He's pursuing something he loves. And women love to see a guy.
And that's sexy.
Yeah.
That's sexy.
That's sexy when you have your purpose. But if you prioritize a girl, right? Same thing with women who prioritize guys. It's unattractive. Because like, oh, you're making your whole life about me. Like, I didn't ask for that. I really don't want that. So it's like, I think women and men who pursue what they want and they do give the guy like some attention, that's good.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of healthy. And like, just stop caring about what other people are doing. Like, use other people instead of hating on their shit. Use them as a source of inspiration.
Yes.
Right? Like, see how you can relate to that person and see maybe I can just change my thing a little bit and it'll make my profile better. But don't like go overboard copying other people.
Oh no.
Yeah,
be
like,
original.
Yeah, be
Don't
original.
copy.
Yeah, exactly. That's yourself. That's literally your whole self-image. So yeah, I don't know.
It also sucks though online. You don't really get to see a personality. You just see the front that people are putting. So if you are trying to get to know someone online, like through Instagram, you're not really knowing anything about
like seeing
them.
my Instagram. What do you guys think? I'm pretty sure you got like women like
you're
love to
a really
judge guys
techie,
like
smart guy.
techie. Really?
Yeah. Dude,
Oh
you
yeah,
know
that's
how to
the
use
first thing we
TikTok.
said.
What?
You know how to use TikTok. I don't know how to fuck to use it.
Shit. I don't think I'm techie, but fuck. All right, cool.
Look at these microphones. Look at
Yeah, literally the
What?
first thing I said was, does he have a videographer?
yeah.
Yo, I thought, I mean, he is my videographer, but he wasn't experienced. I thought he had a lot more fucking experience than he did, but he really didn't know shit. But the thing that he told me that really made me look like, yo, bro, like we could do this was when you sat here like, bro, like I'm gonna tell you for sure. Like, I'm good at taking pictures. I know everything about like pictures and shit. But he's like, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know shit about like editing. Like, I know nothing about it. but I'm literally willing to learn like everything. I'm willing to literally work my ass off to like learn it and make it work. I want to do this shit.
That's the way you gotta go.
When he said that, I was like, bro, like who the fuck else would I want like to be by my side?
Yeah.
Like I want somebody that thinks like that.
It's been 6 months already. I'm still here.
In fucking 6 months, you still here and both learn a bunch of shit.
That's another thing. So when we first saw your guy's profile and everything, I was like, wow, they've been doing this for a really long time. Like they're really good at it. And then you told us like 6 months. I was like, no way. How the fuck have you learned all this in 6 months and got where you are now?
Just fucking grinding.
That's crazy.
Grinding. Every day, just thinking the scene of what we do raw and all that, how could perfect everything. Yeah, that's how we do.
Yeah, and I tell him like, yo, bro, maybe you got to stop fucking partying shit. Like that for me, that's what I did like last year. Like I realized I'm like, yo, like every time I get out of work, I get high with my friends and we just talk shit. Right, like about the job that we just came out of, and it's like this is a never-ending circle.
It's a cycle.
Of just talking shit and getting high and not doing anything.
It doesn't benefit you at all,
and it does nothing in my life. I love these people that I'm with, but we're not getting anywhere. We're not doing anything. So like I needed to separate myself from them, and just spend a lot more time with myself, and like less partying, less drinking, less spending money, more about like saving, being humble. Being very frugal, being very fucking cheap, and just saving every penny I had, and just working on how can I better myself every single day, right?
Yeah.
Like like mixed martial arts, right? I love doing that, so I'm like, let me just throw myself at that. Editing, I don't know anything about it. Let me throw myself at editing, like just anything every day. I'm like, yo, if I spend 33 days or 66 days, I'm gonna be good. I'm better than 99% of people out there that just start it for 15 days and just drop it.
Consistency
is key. Yeah.
That willingness, the effort, putting in the work, consistency, you could literally change your whole life really quick because you're picking up so many different talents. You're seeing the world in a different way because it's possible to do something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I think it's good because you guys talk about like the whole self-growth, and I think I think that episode that you had, like the last one, was just very powerful because like
really,
because I'm a guy. And I really related through like a woman's perspective, like, I never saw it like this way. Specifically the filters and Facetune things. I'm like, I'm not a girl. How would I fucking know?
Yeah.
The only way I can like relate to it is just by like, maybe I used to look at other guys' profiles and I used to really judge them heavily. I'm like, bro, I'm never going to get that. And I think a lot of guys, even on my TikTok comments, they feel that way. Because like it's a lot of insecure guys out there, right?
Yeah.
That just like to comment down below and like they say hateful shit, and in reality, like they're just too prideful to really ask a question.
It's nice hearing it from a guy's perspective because like I know us girls, like yes, we're judgy, but like guys usually feel like they just don't give a fuck. But turns out you guys do.
That's the thing, is that they act like they don't give a fuck, and like that's a lot more weak than they think. It makes them look stronger, but it's really just makes you weaker because you're not you're not humble, and you're not learning anything. So you're just stuck in the same fucking fuckboy pattern, fuckboy phase, instead of growing out of that shit and actually seeing that there's more to life and like growth. And it really just starts with you loving yourself and caring about yourself. And even like the hottest dudes like don't feel that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
everyone has like their little moments.
Their little fucking moments. Yeah, all that shit. So it's like, that's what I try to pursue and push on the podcast, so that everybody can love themselves and how they can grow themselves and learning through other people's perspectives. Pretty much, yeah.
Wow, I love how you guys like took that from our episode because I was telling her, I was like, maybe we were just better at being funny. But no, we were serious, and it actually did turn out to be a good thing. Okay.
Yeah, no, it was a good thing.
We talked about it for a little.
Like I said, I have lessons in confidence through appreciating yourself, caring too much about other girls' likes. Hold on, let's see. Don't get discouraged, stay confident. And then you had an eating disorder.
Yeah.
And then what I felt like the whole eating disorder situation that you had, I'm like, if you watch Social Dilemma, that's literally what it talks about. Like women with little girls getting used to filters and Facetunes, and then they want to stay perfect, like all these other Instagram models. That's what is so wrong
right now, is that these little like 15-year-old girls, they have so much access to Snapchat, Instagram, whatever, TikTok, and they feel like they need to be these girls, something that they're not.
Yeah.
And it's scary because they're so young.
Facts. They're young, and then they stop eating. They start puking up just to look like these slender models. And that's what the Social Dilemma talks about, pretty much. Like, that's one of the things where I was like, all right, cool. Like I didn't know that, but I can see that happening. So like that fucking sucks.
With like the filters and the social media, like
Mhm.
for me, I wasn't really using filters when I was young and I had an eating disorder. It was more so like I had body dysmorphia at one point afterwards because I didn't know what I looked like. Like I lost track. I didn't know if I looked fat or if I looked skinny or if I looked okay. So every day would be something different. And I feel like these young girls nowadays with the filters, they're going to have that dysmorphia also because they don't know, do they really look like how they do with the filter or do they really look like how they do in the mirror? Because the brain tricks you sometimes. Yeah. So they're going to be going through that. And it's sad that they're going to have to grow up in a world where they're always questioning themselves. Always.
Facts.
Yeah. My child is not going to have social media.
No, that's
access to
fucked up.
Snapchat.
No, fuck that.
No, that's why it's
to a certain extent.
Yeah, it's important to like make sure like at a young age kids know it's more important what's on the inside, not the outside. And to get involved in the world, not just these phones.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I wouldn't like limit them. I would teach them how to use it to make them better, because I think that's the shit that they don't teach you in school that you need to fucking learn, right? Like I feel like our education system is just so outdated.
Oh yes.
And helping us actually grow and learn shit. Like I was a fucking D student, but like all the shit that I've learned, like I know how to make money, I know how to file taxes, like, you know, like I know how to treat people, how to talk to people. I have like and these are all things that I wasn't born with. Like I had to work on them like day by day.
And you don't even learn about taxes like in high school.
You don't learn about anything. Nothing, none of that shit. You don't none
and
of
that's
that shit.
important. That's what we need.
Exactly. And then another thing is like, you know, managing your social media. I think the usage of your social media, like people aren't aware how often they're using it.
Yeah.
Maybe they wake up and they just spend all fucking day scrolling through like memes and shit and they just don't get shit done. Like that's fucking me sometimes. That's me some days. And I gotta really tell myself, yo, like I'll look at my usage and I'll be like, fuck, like I can only use it like 2 hours a day. So it's like teaching your kid those lessons and like, I guess trying to get them to follow it will probably be like a better route. Because when you restrict a kid from something,
they're going to do it behind your back.
They're going to do it behind your back.
Yeah.
They're always going to do it behind your back. And then that's kind of where like the communication between a parent and the kid starts to like.
Because now they feel like they have to hide something.
Exactly.
Yeah, you bring up a good point.
It all starts, I feel like, with the simple things. For dinner time, no phones at the table.
I think
make
that's true
family
too.
time important so that the kid isn't going to be on their phone when they're with the family. Make it like conversating where you guys are talking. Play family board games.
Yeah.
Let them go hang out with their friends. Like take them hiking. Let them take whatever class they want to learn, sport, something they want to learn they're interested in. Let them go explore that rather than sit in their room with the phone. Cut off the Wi-Fi. Fuck the Wi-Fi. Like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, it's down. It's not. But like you purposely like unplugged it so they can get back into the real world. I would do that.
That's funny.
Yeah.
They need a break sometimes.
It's funny. For me, honestly, one of the things like if I were to ever be a father is like, yo, like I feel like I'm just gonna shit on my kids all the time. Like I'm really just gonna violate them. Like I feel like that's gonna give them a thicker skin. Like if I just make fun of them,
yeah.
You like they might think it's like hurting their confidence, but I'm like, yo, like say something to me back. Like, you know, like this is the way I think about like how I make fun of you. Like
to an extent, don't bully them.
Yeah, don't bully.
I'm a fucking bully, bro. Like I am honestly like yo, ask this kid. I'm a fucking bully.
Are you really?
No, bro. So my best friend Wilmar.
Oh yeah, buddy. Okay.
My best friend Wilmar, like literally, he's my fucking brother. I've known him since pre-K or kindergarten. I bullied the shit out of him from like kindergarten to like 2nd, 3rd grade or whatever. And like even me and my other friends, we kind of bullied him like towards like 7th and 8th grade. Bro, after 8th grade, this motherfucker, he has the thickest motherfucking skin, bro. Like no, like. You try to violate Wilmar, you cannot violate Wilmar. Like that kid has like, immediate comebacks, doesn't care about what other people say. Like he's really smart, like really social and shit. But I feel like us like making fun of him kind of helped him. But also we were his friends. Like we didn't bully him like relentlessly, where it's just like, oh, like yeah, fuck you, you little bitch, and then just like dip, you know, or like beat him up and shit like that. Like nah, like we just kind of picked on him as a group friend, right?
You guys
We
like
just
shitted on him.
Yeah, we just shitted him a lot. A lot. Yeah, it was a lot.
It's like tough love almost, right?
Tough love. That was my thing. Yeah, where in my head I was like, I'm justifying because I'm like, it's tough love.
Tough love.
because he always knew like I loved him. Like I did always love the kid. Like I always saw him as like, yo, like kids are gonna pick on you. The only way they're not gonna pick on you is when you learn to stand up for yourself, right? And I'm like, I'm your friend and like I love you, but I'm gonna pick on you. Not to make you feel bad, but to kind of like give you that thicker skin. And you can pick on me back, bro. Like, go ahead. And like, it'll give me thick skin too. Cause I'm not born with like thick skin. Like, you gotta, as much as you give it, you gotta be able to learn how to receive it.
Yeah, I feel like guys do that a lot. I've heard of a lot of guys doing that.
They do. Is just some guys, they get too emotional. And like, some guys be like, oh, like he's trying to up me like all the time. Right. Where it's like, you don't want to do that in front of other people. Like you don't want to test other people's skin in front of other people. You want to do it like one-on-one, shit like that. Because then it's not other people witnessing it. Then you're not hurting somebody else's ego like in front of other people. So I think like that's like kind of the way to do it.
Yeah, I've heard of. Okay.
Because then that's how you end up getting a friend that like I guess wants to fuck you over. Like they'll fuck like your ex or some shit. To get even. Right?
I had a friend like that.
Right? Oh yeah, we had a whole episode. We had Toxic Friends where we talked about that shit. I opened up, he opened up, and then the girl on it, Yaelin, opened up too.
Should have been on that one.
Should have been on. But yeah, no, it's crazy. How far are we? All right, we're 20 minutes in exactly. Yeah. So we're good. So yeah, yo guys, I think this was a dope ass podcast.
Thank you for having us.
We look forward to having you back on the podcast.
Oh fuck yeah!
In like a few months when you guys are doing a lot better and you know.
Not while you guys are still down there.
No, but you guys are in the start, so it's really exciting, and I recommend everything related to Eminem podcast is going to be down in the description below. So anybody that wants to see that, you know, please go follow them, listen to their stuff. It's like really good. So far. So I want y'all to keep doing better, and I want y'all to come back on and we just
definitely
chop it up, talk more shit. Yeah.
And thank you so much for this opportunity because you guys literally reached out when we had one picture up. We had like one or two things up.
I heard the first episode and I'm like, yo, fuck it, they doing some shit. So a lot of people really don't do shit. So like,
they're too scared to do it, and you can't be too scared. You got to just do it. You got to go for it. And you got to believe in it.
And you didn't know anything. No, y'all still don't know shit, and y'all still putting shit out. And you're learning every day.
Yes.
So I respect the shit out of that. I can relate to that heavy. So, all right. Thank you guys for the Geezus podcast. We out. Peace.